station. It took me a year and a half just to conceptualize it because I couldn't figure out. There's like I have these different plot points, and I didn't realize why would that happen. That doesn't make any sense. I can't do the storyline so it makes sense. So I had to justify it for a year and a half before I was able to do it. So, you know, the characters are more important than the story sometimes.
I just flip in a mail genitalia joke.
It's true.
Well, I'm editing myself. Yay! Next question? Yes, sir. Again, I'll get to you.
Yeah. Who as far as inspirations go, what kind of artists and writers inspired you, and who were the ones you absolutely hate?
James, who inspired you to draw cats?
Me, actually, Clyde.
I just want to go off the past video, I draw cats.
I'm the one who actually, yeah, it's a question I can really answer.
All right.
Well, go ahead and finish that. No, when it comes to drawing cats, everybody I think in this room has read Garfield unless you're from another planet. And Garfield is one of the first things I learned how to draw until I found out from a news story. Jim Davis blatantly ripped off the design of Garfield and quite a bit of the way he drew Garfield from an old cartoonist by the name of Clyban, B. Clyban, who made a huge career out of doing both comics for Playboy and cute little comics about cats.
And you loved your entire life after him.
I have, really. I want to be him.
There's a joke I want to make there in the room.
Yeah, I know.
It's just,
I know.
no, it's not.
Earmuffs.
We appreciate that, though.
Can't do it. We have it on film. So, yeah, Clyban was a huge influence. Gary Larson. My uncle, who's actually also a cartoonist.
Edible Dirt.
Edible Dirt. If you haven't read it, then you need to be 18 to read it. He's twisted. Yeah, that was. I was a kid of the '80s. If it was around in the '80s, it was probably an influence of mine because I wasn't doing that homework.
You know, when I was a kid, I was like James, like, oh wow, Garfield's neat, and then I began to realize no, it's just the same strip over and over. Gary Larson was a big thing for me also. Yeah. I mean, I think all of Larson. I like Calvin Hobbes, though. I think it was really that big of an influence on me. But
what do you say?
I know, isn't it shocking? You know, Davin and Carlson was working with. I was really to like actually the Disney reprint. Gladstone took over the old Karl Marx properties. So like the old Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck stuff. And loved the comedy titles like Sensational She-Hulk and the Virgo stuff. And
Spider-Man.
I actually liked Spider-Man as a little kid. I actually thought Spider-Man was pretty awesome. And that's what my big hope is that at Disney owns Marvel, there will be a Spider-Man cartoon show or Spider-Man Darkwing Duck crossover.
Spider-Man and Darkwing Duck would be epic.
Spider-Man, Gizmo Duck, and Darkwing Duck.
I lied.
Oh, dude. That would be awesome.
I still think it'd be really cool to have that conversation. Gosh, Bub? What do you mean, Bub? Bub? I'm calling you Bub. Snake, Bub. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the room full of nerds when they get what that reference is. I got the people really mad because my death of the Stacy strip. Where is
Yeah. That wasn't that wasn't on purpose. You making them mad.
No, I thought it was gonna be funny, but it's like that's not funny. This is a tragedy. What reality do you live in? The comic company being bought by a corporation is a tragedy. I want to. If that's your big problem in life, I want to live in your world. I will happily make a nest there. But I also Mad Magazine. Back when before I realized it wasn't that funny, I thought it was pretty fun.
It's not funny.
I just like the folding pages in the back.
The folding pages. Some of Mad Magazine is amazing. Yeah, and even it holds it like Spy vs. Spy stuff is still great.
Spy vs. Spy. You can have all the original paperback.
Oh yeah, Spy vs. Spy stuff is awesome.
It was really funny.
Some of it just does not. The movie parodies do not hold up over time. Sorry, man, they don't tend to. No.
I like a little Mort Drucker stuff though.
Mort Drucker's art is amazing.
Sergio Argonis.
Sergio Argonis is great.
I like him too.
Anyway.
I like Garfield. Again, I'll also probably say Garfield was like one of my first comics, but then I did latch on to Calvin and Hobbes. I was a big Calvin and Hobbes fan, and Gary Larson. But that Gary Larson probably got me drawing comics in the first place. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to do a little one-panel thing for our one-page Xerox, school newspaper. And I thought it was incredibly clever. And I look back on it now, and it's just ridiculous. But the style was originally influenced by Larson. I was a Larson ripoff, and it's true. And then what influenced me stylistically right now is honestly, I have no influence. I started drawing in Illustrator for the first time. I picked up this program. I was like, click ahead, dot, estimise. That's where it came from. It was a product of the program.
And the hands?
The hands are it's cartoon.
So this seems pretty.
Those are totally sweet, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But what got me started doing comics again was Scott Kurtz and Zach Strahm. Zach Strahm may have been my closest influence artistically. He doesn't do a comic anymore. He used to do a comic called Eat Your Life, and then he did a comic called Shaw Island, which I thought both of them were brilliant. But
I love Shaw Island.
yeah, then he went to work for Nintendo and decided that was more important. Yeah.
Paycheck matters.
I know, right? But that was what got me started doing it actually online influence-wise. So.
Honestly, I was an artist long before I thought comics were something I could actually do. So all of these people are my influences.
So you poor child.
I know. Right? This is shit. It's their fault.